My career has been what I wanted to do. I got my PhD when I was 27, and I got it when I was young because I wanted to do archaeology. I love it. There's nothing like the thrill of discovery. There's nothing like rebuilding the past that everyone has forgotten. And it has really been a pleasure to spend my career doing what I really want to do. Two things I'm most proud of is, number one, building a very well-respected, nationally recognized program from scratch at a regional university, and number two, being president for 9 years. That really changed the culture and raised the University of West Florida up to what I knew it always could be.
Pensacola is a wonderful town, and I had worked with the city. Anytime we had some Spanish VIP, I have the help of the city. It's just great.
My journey in the legal profession has actually been a pretty long journey, which began when I was 17 years old. I was a senior in high school, looking for a notary public to notarize a paper, and I wandered into a local attorney's office. By the time I left, about an hour and a half later, I had a job as a typist, part-time in the office after school. And that's really kind of how my story began. By the time I finally got my 4-year degree, 8 years and 2 children later, I decided that I really enjoyed what I was doing, and maybe I should try to get on the other side of the desk and give a shot at law school. So that's kind of how I grew into the profession.
My teaching career has extended from 1967 to the present. I think that's about 54 years. I was hired in the English department as an instructor of English and as the writing lab director in 1982 full-time, and I've been there full-time since. Called on me as a 4-year-old to spell for the 6th graders to embarrass them. If they had not studied, I'll have Mamie Lee to come and spell. So teaching, I was born to conjugate, as some people say. I was just born to teach.
I will tell you, wanting to become a CPA in a family with no college education wasn't a reality with anyone. My mom, who really thought you can be anything that you want to be, and was always the type of mentor to me that said, you just always be kind, Pam. You always help people, Pam. And your career will take the turns and open the doors because you're kind and you are smart. And so with my mom's encouragement that didn't even understand really what I was trying to do, I went to Florida State with no help, no financial, nobody to do homework with, nobody getting excited about my college education or my accounting courses. And but my mom was always there to encourage me.
It never occurred to me, and I thank my mother for this, that I couldn't do it. And so I just did it. I remember when I graduated from law school, and there were a lot of women who would say, gosh, how did you do that? Or, you know, even when I went to law school, there weren't a lot of parents in law school. There's probably more now. But I remember thinking to myself, when it was all over with, I thought, you know, if we as women, and everyone really, if we spent as much of our time and energy doing what we complain about not being able to do, we'd be done. And I looked back over 3 years of law school and I thought, it's done.
My parents were great people. I had a good education thanks to them. And I had a wonderful husband, which was a wonderful naval officer. Very few people know that he had the Navy Cross. My husband, Purple Heart. And to me, when I admire American heroes like that, that's what gives me the strength to go on.
I think it's about having passion. I think it's about helping others. I think it's about making a difference. And I think it's about taking time for the individual that's talking to you to see if you can help them. So I think men and women both can do that. We can all teach, we can all lead, and we must collaborate together.
Have fun too. You have to live life. You have to really enjoy it. These pity parties are just no good. Stop whining and complaining. Life doesn't have to be dramatized. You can read about the drama in books, but live life. Try to live it to its fullest and try to learn. You can never stop learning. That's the thing. Learn from other girls. Learn from other people. Listen to how people talk. Watch how they walk. Just emulate. Don't hate.
I admired Dr. Benz because she is a wonderful educator, but I admire her just so much when she was at the university. I saw her at sea jumping into the water to get all the ships who are in Spain in this bay, and I never met anybody so strong and so wonderful.
Go for it. Just go for it. You know, a lot of people think that there are only certain things they can do. I think the most important thing to do is figure out what you really would like to do. If you could wave your magic wand when you were 16 or 18, what would you like to do? And figure that out, because once you figure that out, what you want to do, you can make a beeline for it. You don't waste any time. If I hadn't had persistence, I would have lost the game long ago. And persistence is very, very important. You have to just grit your teeth. You have to say, I lost this round, but it's not the end of the fight.
By working hard, educated, and it's so important to have a good education. To me, education is the main thing. It will take you whatever you want to do. That's the main thing.
I just think that young girls now need to appreciate the longevity of their lives and their careers and be patient, continue to work hard, do your best, and you can have it all.
First generation college student. It was just always what my parents said. Get yourself in their dialect. Get yourself an education.
And follow their education. Not everybody is made to go to college, and you don't always need to go to college, but if you can be the best at what you do and take pride in yourself, you'll have a much more fulfilled life.
I love everything about being a woman.
I think it's very important not just to be the leader, to be part of this history.